Alright, Mike, how's it going in here?
We just took the auto shifter out, put my nice short throw shifter in here. Feels pretty good. You know, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. She's mint.
It looks pretty mint, honestly.
It works great. I mean, I can't wait to be fucking. You know what I'm saying? It's a little stuck in like third though. It's like. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Today is the first official day of starting the manual swap process on the Civic, and I'm super excited for it. I hope you guys are too, because I know you guys have been asking for it for a very long time, and now it's finally happening. So I'm stoked. I was originally waiting to do it until we moved into the new shop, but in reality, all we gotta do is push the car. It's not that hard, and it's not my Soarer, so it doesn't weigh, you know, 3,500 pounds. It weighs maybe a ton, so that's not a big deal at all. So I'm gonna finish eating up here, and then we are going to head out to the shop, and we can start the process on the manual swap, which I'm stoked for. I got my lumberjack pants on and my gross Carhartt and all that stuff, so today should be a good day. This fucking thing. What's up, dude?
Dude,
How you been?
pretty good. How about you?
Good. If you guys recognize this car, I did shoot this car at Broke East, and we still haven't shot yet, and I severely apologize for that.
That's alright.
We will do that very soon.
Yeah.
Thing is wild. Alright, so welcome to today's video. Like I said in the last video, when we started working on the Civic, everyone here bought bags, and I wasn't kidding. Geraldi bought bags for his Lexus, and they actually have a gigantic leak in them right now. You can actually hear it very faintly. You'll hear it when it goes by. He got bags for his GS400. Last time I was here, they were installing the bags on the LS, which is now done, and it looks mint.
I don't think there's gonna be enough 3/8 for Geraldi.
His car is not as long as yours.
Like a foot shorter than mine.
Oh yeah, you're.
Oh fuck yeah!
You're mint.
Oh titties, all right.
If you come in here, you can hear it. He's got a fat airline leak somewhere. He was on the highway and he was just throwing sparks and bouncing up and down and shit.
No,
Yes.
that is not what happened. Listen, the airlines are above the exhaust. That's not what happened.
But you were still airing out on the highway.
Okay, yes, but it also looks sick.
Yeah, no. Insert clip. Alright, so for today, it's just gonna be a straight grind session, getting as much done on this car as I can, getting it ready for the transmission swap and all that stuff. So I'm gonna get this car up in the air, take everything off that I need to, and it's just gonna be an enjoyable video of me working on this car, getting stuff done, stuff that you guys have wanted to see for a while, and I'm excited to make some good progress on this thing today, because God knows it needs it. So let's just jump right in and start working on this thing.
Don't buy steel lug nuts, boys. They just rust out.
Guys, I just went to go pick up the air filter duct and that I just took out, the plastic one, and a pair of freaking pliers fell out from like 1995. Look at this. What is that? That was in my car this whole time. That's so funny. I'm gonna try and keep the talking to a minimum in this video, but I do know some people were commenting saying they wanted to know every single step to do this because they were planning on doing it to their Honda and stuff like that. So before I continue running onto some stuff, I'm just gonna name off all the stuff that I just did. It's very basic stuff, but it's what you have to do to get started. So obviously jack the car, put it on jack stands. Had to take both the front wheels off because you have to take the axles out in order to get the transmission out. You could drop everything all at once, but it's just that much easier. Plus we need this car to stay rolling, so I'll be able to leave the spindle and the hub and everything attached to the tie rod once the axle is out and we can still move the car around. So that's what I'm gonna attack next. I'm just gonna get all the suspension disconnected so that I can get the axle out on both sides. And then after that, button it back up again. That way we can still drive the car, move the car around, all that stuff. So, and then obviously take the bumper off and all the necessary things here and there. But yeah, we're gonna keep grinding. I'm gonna start working on the suspension. So, cool little trick if you need to take axle nuts off and stuff like that. What you do is you take a screwdriver and you put it in between the rotor, just like that, so that it locks the rotor in place and you can get this off. But since we do have air tools, I'm just gonna zip these off. Makes life easier. All right, so now that we got the axle nut off, I'm gonna go up in here and disconnect the bolt that holds the upper control arm on. After that, I'll disconnect the bolt that holds the tie rod on. And then after that, I will disconnect the fork bolt, but I have an MPC Motorsport drop fork in here, which drops the car 2 inches extra. So your fork will look a little different, but it'll be the same principle. So just that bolt on the bottom, and then that one there, and then this whole system should be able to flex and move around, and we can pull the axle out and get going. I'm not a fan of popping axles out. Oh, that was easy. Axle is out. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put the suspension back together without the axle. That way everything can stay drivable and movable and stuff like that. We can push the car around. We've been trying to get this one out for the past like 40 minutes and it just will not come out of its home. It has like become one with the control arm and the spindle. I think we're gonna go and get a pickle fork to wedge in there and knock it out. Before we go out and get that, I wanted to mention something really quick. I finished another design for my shirts last night and I made a campaign for it and I threw it on my YouTube community side channel and on my Instagram story. People are loving it so far. I wanted to share it with all of you guys, so I'm gonna put it right here. This is the campaign for the Oni Demon shirt. It's super, super cool, and I hope you guys are looking forward to it. All of this stuff is going to drop December 16th, which happens to also be my birthday, so that's pretty cool. That's only one of 6 new designs that will be dropping December 16th, so I hope you guys are stoked for that. And yeah, now we are going to go and get the pickle fork and hopefully get this thing knocked out. The grind ain't stopping yet. Next, I'm going to drop the exhaust in the front so that I can get to the shift linkage and get that all taken care of. So, just take the manifold off. Thankfully, since this isn't an EK, it doesn't have a gigantic cat up front. So, it's literally just these bolts. Take the O2 sensor off, or just unclip it, actually. I'll just fucking unclip that thing. And then probably one hanger and this whole thing drops. So, that's awesome. I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is Giraldi's fucking airline. His axle was rubbing against it and completely blew through it.
That's why you don't let morons install your airline like me.
That's why you don't ride on the highway at 5 PSI.
That's why you drive at 0 and you dump sparks and make everybody slam on the brakes. That's what.
That's my anti-tailgate.
Yes.
Got it. All right, so inside the Civic, I tried to go under the car and look at the linkage where it goes into the linkage cable where it like goes in the transmission. I don't know how to get that thing out. I remember with the Del Sol we had to cut it, so I'm probably just gonna have to snip it this time too. Not a big deal. We're not gonna use it anyways, so. And I know for a fact no one wants to buy an automatic Civic transmission. So we're just gonna cut that. And from up here, I'm pretty sure it's just these 4 bolts, 410s. And then this stuff should come loose, maybe a couple other bolts that are hiding under the carpet or something. And then just disconnect the plugs and wires and all that stuff from it. And then I think there's like a protective cap under the car that I'll have to take out as well, but that's no biggie. So let's bang this out, try to get this auto shifter out of here. All right, so got all of the like electronic stuff out in this gigantic plate that was kind of holding everything together. Don't do anything with these just yet. You need to keep this plug and either loop the wire or get another plug and use it with this to loop it, and that will kind of like cancel out the whole automatic shifting thing. So you can't really take this out yet. You'll have to do some modifications to it, but everything else I think can come out and get unplugged. That's not an issue. I just spent like the last 15 minutes under the car getting the bolts that hold the little cover thing on. The last time we did this with the Del Sol, they were fully rotted and we had to just cut them off, but at least this one, you know, this... What are you doing?
Emily told me to tickle you.
At least with this one we were able to actually get them off, and I just yipped them off with a gun, so that works. Now this should just come right out. Right out. Right out.
Alright, Mike, how's it going in here?
We just took the auto shifter out, put my nice short throw shifter in here. Feels pretty good. You know, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. She's mint.
It looks pretty mint, honestly.
It works great. I mean, I can't wait to be fucking. You know what I'm saying? It's a little stuck in like third though. It's like. Park forward 2-step.
Why?
No way.
No way, dude.
Dude, no way. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was pretty funny. So I think we're pretty much done for today. Everyone is starting to head out, but I just want to give a quick rundown of everything that we did today. We got a good chunk of this stuff all done, and I'm stoked on it. So got the car up in the air, bumper off, wheels off. Took the axles out so that we can drop the transmission, drop the exhaust manifold and the exhaust so that we can just kind of get to everything easier. Down under the car, obviously you can't see it, but we dropped the linkage, and inside the car we also took everything out and replaced it with a nice Brett shifter. So I'm stoked on that. I think before I leave, I'm going to just pop the starter out just because it's an easy enough thing to do. I'm still waiting on the actual transmission and all that stuff that I need to get this completely done, and we're still moving to the new shop at the end of the month, so whether or not most of this stuff happens here or at the new shop, it'll be fine either way. Before I go, I want to just mention something really cool. Tommy and Rudnick, or Tommy, called me yesterday, I think, and he invited me down to Adam LZ's open house, which is super cool, and I'm going to be going down with them on Wednesday and be there for about a week
filming for Rudnick, just like old times, and then also filming Tommy in his race with Taylor Ray. So I think that it's going to be a really fun week, and I'm excited for it. And I'll be down there for my birthday and for the merch drop and everything, but that's fine. Everything should be smooth, and I'm stoked on it. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm stoked to get everything started, get the ball rolling on this. It's a lot of fun to work on these Civics and stuff, and if you're watching this by chance in learning how to do this, I hope that this was informational, and there will obviously be more videos to come on the rest of this process. So like I said, hope you guys enjoyed. Also, follow this boy's page, Backyard Boost. I'll leave it right there. Without him and this shop and everything, obviously, none of this would be possible. So big shout out to him. And if you guys ever need any work done to your cars and you're in the Mass, Connecticut area, definitely hit him up. Right? My shifter.
My mouth is full of dirt.
I'll see you guys in the next one.